Where am I?
Spider-Man adaptations have been around since like the 60s, but most of us began our journey through Peter Parker's bizarre adventure in 2002 with the campy, entertaining, and fun Spider-Man directed by Sam Raimi, which was a really fun film to watch up until our brains had fully developed and our standards got higher for movies. But by no means is it a shitty or bad movie. While the CGI is dated and the characters clearly being 20 years older than what they were trying to accomplish, the movie still holds up as one of the best superhero origin stories ever put on the screen, and it will remain there until they do a live-action Captain Underpants. However, in my personal opinion, I believe that what would come 10 years later was a much better and entertaining origin story in the form of The Amazing Spider-Man, directed by Mark Webb. Peter Parker's adventure gets much more bizarre with lizard men and extremely great chemistry between characters on set. I love this movie, and there's nothing wrong with it in my eyes at all. Andrew Garfield brought one of the greatest performances of Spider-Man and Peter Parker I had ever seen on the screen, and the dude totally loves the character too, which made the performance and iteration so much more entertaining to watch. I love Andrew Garfield's performance and his suit in both movies. It is, like the previous Spider-Man, a great adaptation of a comic book character. 4 years later, a young man that Stan Lee called the perfect man for the job, Tom Holland, appears in Captain America: Civil War, bringing us a very energetic and young adaptation of Spider-Man. A year later, we got Spider-Man: Homecoming, which I do believe to be a wonderful and genuinely exciting look of Spider-Man's life in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, where a dude in an iron suit sends a missile into a wormhole, and a god with an unspeakably heavy hammer beats the shit out of a robot that is trying to destroy the planet because of the dude in the iron suit. You get the point. Spider-Man works perfectly in the context of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, because he's no longer in a solo universe. He is in one with all the rest of the superheroes. So today, I'm gonna tackle the title of this video. There is no bad Spider-Man. We're going to start by doing a quick analysis of Tobey's adaptation of Peter Parker and Spider-Man, which goes across 3 whole movies and hopefully a 4th with Spider-Man No Way Home with all the rumors of him being in it. I can easily sum up this performance in about 3 words: campy, fun, and deep. It seems that in every movie except for the 3rd one, Peter is learning new lessons about himself and about being Spider-Man, with the first movie explaining that with great power comes great responsibility, and with the second explaining how knowledge and power can be corrupted and it is up to the one wielding that power and the knowledge to do good with it. The 3rd movie is really about forgiveness, with Peter forgiving Flint Marko, Sandman, and at the very end of the movie, and Harry forgiving Peter and sacrificing himself for him. But there really aren't any other themes or anything else to really fully tackle in Spider-Man 3, unless you want to look at the whole Tobey's great power going to his head, yada yada yada, black suit, whatever. I still love all 3 movies, even though the 3rd one is a big stinker. It's still entertaining and a great adaptation of Peter's struggle through adult life. I do really like how we barely get a real peek at his teenager self before he becomes the adult Spider-Man with big issues, but I think that's really cool about what Tobey Maguire did with the character, because he is adult Peter. But I think a younger version would have been better, which is a great segue into Andrew Garfield. Without a fucking doubt, is absolutely my favorite Spider-Man, and my favorite Peter Parker. Andrew understands the campiness and turns it into an extremely impactful performance, and not only with a fun attitude, but the serious undertone that works alongside Emma Stone's Gwen Stacy and Reese Ifans Kurt Connors as the Lizard. And I can easily sum up Andrew's performance in 4 words: exciting, impactful, calculated, and entertaining. Andrew brings a new energy to the screen with a much more teenage approach to the Peter Parker character, which was much needed, I think, and extremely overhated. I think the people that don't like Andrew Garfield's adaptation are valid, but I don't think his iteration is anywhere near shitty or poor. In fact, Andrew does a great job, and I can't stop saying that because it's true. The Amazing Spider-Man 2, while not really like a wonderful movie, is an overhated movie. And you want to know what I've seen, just a bit off topic? People used to hate this movie because of Tobey's nostalgia goggles and them not liking Andrew Garfield at all for the role. But I've literally seen those same types of people say that The Amazing Spider-Man 2 is better than all of Tom Holland's films, which isn't true. I'm sorry, but as much as I love Andrew Garfield, Homecoming and Far From Home are much better than The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Anyway, back on topic. Andrew Garfield in both movies is so much fun to watch and never misses a beat. Every time he's on screen, I'm excited and ready to see what he's going to do. And come on, how can you hate this swinging scene? Like seriously, I just don't get it. It doesn't make any sense. Andrew did a great job, and you know he did. And here we go. This video is a lot shorter than I thought it was gonna be, but this is the part that you were either dreading or you were waiting for. Tom Holland, I believe, like the other two Spider-Men, is an amazing adaptation that not only does what the other two did, but adds to the Peter Parker character. If you absolutely hate Tom Holland, you're probably like, dude, how? How? Tobey Maguire is the best Peter. You're wrong, Solo Toad. You're a fool. And I'd like to say you're wrong. No, there is no best Peter, and there is no bad Spider-Man. Tom Holland takes Tobey's campiness and makes it into a forest clearing. Do you get what I'm saying? Here's some examples. Let me show you.
You have a metal arm? That is awesome, dude! You have the right to remain silent! Oh god. Hey buddy, I think you lost this! Those wings carbon fiber?
Is this stuff coming out of you?
That would explain the rigidity-flexibility ratio, which, gotta say, that's awesome.
I don't know if you've been in a fight before, but there's usually not this much talking.
You said save the wizard!
We're too high up. You're running out of air.
Yeah, that makes sense. Mr. Stark, it smells like a new car in here.
Happy trails, kid. Friday, send him home.
Yep. Oh, come on!
Tom takes Andrew's seriousness and adds a lot more fun and relaxed tones to it. But what he adds to the character is a much more energetic, excited, and actually teenager approach to the character. Tom's Peter is extremely fun to watch on screen, and it gives him much more of, like I said, a teenager type approach. He's literally a kid. Like, the actor was like 16 when he fucking was in the movie. It's fucking crazy. When Homecoming came out, I was able to relate to him being very awkward with girls, a bit on edge, and also anxious, which I love that. Tom Holland also totally masters the young and teenage Peter Parker, which is what he adds to that character. I love Tom Holland so very much, and his arc from Civil War to Far From Home is nothing short of exciting and fun to experience. I love how his character grows and the lasting consequence of his identity, being revealed to the entire world. Like, that shit's fucking crazy. I cannot wait to see Tom Holland in No Way Home and how he deals with the press and the unwanted attention due to Mysterio leaking his identity. Now, the video was short, I know. I did go off script a couple times. This is the first time I've ever written a script for a video, but I decided I wanted to, and I'm going to show it to all my friends. Well, people that I consider friends. Anyway, you'll see. Tobey, Andrew, and Tom all bring something fun and new to Peter Parker and Spider-Man. They never miss a beat or have poor moments with these characters, which is why I love all three of them equally. My personal favorite is Andrew, but with my love for this character, it just remains with all three of them, which is why I'll forever say, and I will forever push the idea that there is no bad Spider-Man. Thank you for watching. This is my first time ever using a script to organize my ideas by, fully scripting it, I mean. I have sort of scripted videos, but this time it's all fully scripted, even though I didn't really go on script. Anyway, so I'll see you all in the next video. I'm probably not going to make one for a while because it's not very easy for me to get into the editing process or the energy of making these videos because it's very hard. I have to actually be like some type of motivated, but I don't know, maybe I'll make one about Batman or something, or how much I don't like Zack Snyder's Justice League. I don't know. I really like superhero movies, and I also really like Star Wars. This might become a channel where I make video essays like, I don't know, people that make video essays, but I'd rather make them short than make them fucking long like Mauler does. Anyway, I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye, and I hope you enjoyed.